like apart from first year, I was involved in different teams for designing go-kart and off-road vehicles.
In your undergrad?
So yeah, in my undergrad, and I was the captain for the team, and I led the team of 25 to manufacture a go-kart for 1 year. And after that, I did a project which was like patented afterwards. I did a special purpose toothbrush designing project that was patented after 1 year with by full funding of college. And in my final year, as a part of a research project, I was a research assistant for 6 months. I did a project for DRDO, and my college joined college to develop the new ER fluid. It's basically a smart material. And after that, like my interest in design was like fixed after that. Like all these activities helped me to fix my interest in design. Then after that, I wanted to work in design field. So I got an internship come job in Pune in Extenco Solution, where I worked as a CAE and CFD intern.
So when did you graduate from undergrad?
I graduated in 2018.
Okay, and then when did you came
I
here?
worked for 1 year.
Oh, you.
I worked for 1 year.
Okay.
And I came in August. This August. It's
Okay,
August
okay.
19.
Okay, so you worked from August to August, and then you came here.
Yeah, August to actually June.
Yeah, understand.
After I came here for my masters, like in my job, I got an idea like when we work in college, right? We don't have deadlines or any proper set of guidelines to work. But when I went in design in corporate field, I got an idea like how fast we need to work and follow the deadlines. So that gave me like a good experience
And what
in my field.
And this company you worked for, Extend Core Solutions, is what type of a company it was? Like what they used to do? Consulting or they have a
engineering
product?
solutions.
Okay. So
Engineering solutions.
So they were services, not a product company.
Yeah. No, not a product. They like project-based companies.
So you did looks like you did a lot of FE analysis and all that sort of a thing.
Yeah, FEA and CFD. More FEA actually.
Is it a big company or a small?
It's a medium scale company. It's like 10 to 12 years old, and it's expanding now in its field.
Got it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, then afterwards, I planned side by side. I was planning for my master's, so I came here for master's. At the start, I wished to do my specialization in CFD, but later I found that I'm more interested in CAE. So, I am currently now working
design and all.
Yeah, design more. Actually, I thought I may work in CFD, but later on, after taking some courses, I found that I am not that interested and not giving my full output. So I changed back to design, and from this semester, I took all design subjects and automobiles related subjects because I'm interested in that also. So,
but isn't that when you do design? What I'm saying, isn't that if you want to design something, you need some sort of analysis also, right? So whether it's CFD, whether it's structural, you have to do it. You just can't design anything without having an analysis.
Yeah, but we can't do all specializations also. We need to stick to one. It's not that I have stopped learning that, but I still learn that, but I'm more comfortable in this field. For specialization, yeah, we read everything for like designing. It's like mathematics, like engineering concepts and all we need. That's right, obvious, but we need to stick to one thing. So that's why I chose that. And after now I'm working as a research assistant under my professor in college, and I work to develop different football models under NFL.
I can read it. Yeah, I understand what it is. Okay, so basically you are designing improved helmets, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're do what? So what's specific you are doing in that project? Specific, like, are you helping on some impact analysis, or you are helping in you have the data and then you are trying to design something and then doing some structural analysis on that, or what's your what is specific you're doing?
Okay, my project is in two parts actually. It's like numerical analysis, all FEA thing, and other is testing one. So what the current problem is, like, if we get a straight impact like this or like from here, helmet can take the impact. But if I get the impact and my neck rotates, there has to be some sort of
Locking
consideration while design. Yeah, like we should not get the neck twist. So my work is to give any possible solutions for this.
Got it.
For neck maintaining neck
And
rotation. So
so that it can lock.
I am using I'm using data from NFL. Like I have the models and everything. I just need to take some test on that, either LS Dyna or anything.
Are you doing all this in simulation, or you are designing prototype also?
I designed prototype, but my professor told that you don't need to invest your time in that. They have already given outsource the model, so you can use them.
Understand.
So and I am experienced in ANSYS, but now from this semester I am working to learn LS Dyna also.
No, I understand now. So Rushit, a couple of questions for you before I go into your questions. Can you tell me a specific reason why you decided to come here and do your masters, in particular US or in this university, Michigan?
Michigan Tech.
Yeah. Why you decide to do your masters first of all, and then why you picked Michigan Tech?
Like for masters, like when I was working, I got an idea that like if you see things working in design field, whatever you do work almost in India is outsourced. And in India, in universities, research in mostly on what we can say work that is borrowed from
So you thought basically the work you want to do would have better opportunities over here, basically, if that I have to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so.
Yeah, sure.
I guess. Okay.
And is there a specific you chose Michigan Tech? I mean, it's a good university, but is there a specific reason, or you got offer from here, and then you said, okay, among all other universities, this is the better one?
Yeah, I got offer from FI. Actually, I got from Iowa State also, but I guess the issue was the financial.
That's my other question. Are you do you took a loan, or you have a assistantship here right now?
Like I have taken the loan, and now I have assistantship, but all my credits are not waived. I get a monthly payment, so that helps me to carry out the expenses here, like living and all other expenses.
But you have some sort of a loan with you.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Got it. Okay. So let me ask you, if you can summarize, what is your, so you're gonna graduate next year, right? That's your plan.
Yes, so in May.
Yeah. So can you tell me, like, in this very briefly, what are some of the things that you come to your mind that you have some questions, other than what you have in here written in here? Like any specific question that come to your mind. So you have said, like, how should one plan his career growth graph after masters, effective approaching to people, internship, job, COVID crisis. Your internship got cancelled, you said. And then a skill set I should compulsory develop in CAD design, future prospect in career opportunities, and your LinkedIn profile. So these are your questions, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me tell you a few things which I have understood, specifically talking to people and about the market, I think. So I think it's first of all, I think it's a good thing that you are not graduating now. So that's like one of the
Yeah,
best
that's
thing,
a relief.
right? So nobody knows what's gonna happen next year, what the market would be, but the expectation is it's not going to be a good
Yeah,
time for sure. So it's going to be a struggle,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
Other thing I think that is coming, and lot of people are having trouble is now, which is related to the visa.
Right.
Right. So again, these are speculations, but these are genuine concern as of now. But what I would like you to do is, you know, if you are planning to find a job in US and work in US, and like any master students, right? I would definitely say that you should also look for a alternate plan.
Okay.
So my point is, let's say you say, I want to find a job right now, but that could be your one of the best plans you have. But what is the other plan if you don't find a job? Because I can tell you one scenario, like lot of scenarios I spoke to students all the time now, is many of them are graduating and they don't have a job. So my question to
Right.
you would be is, what would you do if you are in that position, and how would you prepare? Because you are in the best position right now, you can prepare yourself, right?
Okay.
So
Yes.
what I will tell you is, because that's the reason I ask you, right? Do you have a loan and things like that? Because right now you can prepare yourself for that question, and that to me is more important for most of the students. What I'm hearing.
Yeah.
So looking for a job, applying for a job is a normal thing that you do and many students are doing. But I think the
Right.
most important thing that you should think of now is, what would I do, or how would I prepare if I don't have a job?
Okay.
If I cannot find a job, what is my plan, next plan? So prepare for that right now. Start preparing for that. So think of it. Let's say if I'm not able to find a job, and I don't know what this COVID crisis and how long this survive, and I know the market is going to be a slow market, it's not going to be a good market.
Right.
What would happen? And couple of things also. So few sectors that you can imagine are going through tremendous stress right now. One is oil and gas. I don't
Right.
expect them to improve, to be honest. I mean, right now the layoffs are going already.
Yes.
And second is automotive sector. And I have spoken to few people actually, to be honest with you, who have been laid off from automotive companies. So what
Okay.
I'm saying, and you are in Michigan, right? That's a Makkah. And actually, this people I spoke to were from Detroit. So just keep that in your mind that this could be a situation. I mean, automotive sector in general is going through a huge change right now,
Yeah.
right?
Electric, shifting to electric.
Yeah, they are trying to shift into electric batteries and autonomous vehicles and this and that. But the only problem that is going to come is, now after this COVID crisis go away, are people going to interested in buying electric vehicles? So I don't know how it's going to pan out, to be honest. I don't know. But these are some of the
Okay.
questions that should come to your mind also. Like you
Okay.
mentioned, right? I want to develop a design, CAE and automotive field. I mean, automotive field is a very big field,
Very.
right? So
Right.
my question to you is, based on what knowledge you have right now, and where in automotive industry you would be able to apply your job. That would be my question to you.
Okay.
And think of it very, very carefully. Like for example, I can give you one example. I used to work for ANSYS
Yeah.
before my
Right.
this, and one of the
Right.
areas that ANSYS is heavily investing right now is in the area of autonomous vehicles. So they are helping car companies to design simulations so that they don't have to run those vehicles on ground, because then you will have to run them for billion miles. You can't, right? You can't run for billion
Right.
miles as a practical. So what they do simulation. So my point here is, if I see your CV, I see you as a guy who has a skill set of simulation. I would say where I can apply those simulations, right? Where can I apply my knowledge? So think that way. Don't get stuck into a particular technology. Think of what are your skill set and where I can apply. Because then, if you gonna think that way, then your scope will be very broad. Do you understand my point?
Right. Yeah, I get that part.
So make sure do that. And as I said, you have time right now. Prepare yourself for that answer. If I don't have a job, what I'm gonna do? And I think you will know that answer very quickly, because by December, if everything doesn't work out here, right? Let's say things are going bad, and I know, like, to be honest with you, there are so many international students that are gonna go back. You can't imagine.
Right.
I mean, you can see people who are graduating in your school what they are feeling right now. They are on OPT, probably they are not finding a job. So only option is go back, right? And
Right.
this has I have never seen anything like this, to be honest. Even my 15 years over here, I have never seen anything like this. But this is very unprecedented. So my point here is, the good thing about you, as I said, you have a time. Utilize that time to find the answer of that question. What would I do if I'm that situation, and how would I prepare myself? So my question to you will be is, if you're planning to graduate in May, that means you should have a job offer before that, right?
Right.
So
Before that.
so my point here, my question is, you will know very quickly. So what is the plan B you have? What is that plan B? And anything what you're gonna do, especially in career, many people do, they panic. They say, "Oh, I cannot find a job. What should I do? Can you give me a job?" These are the questions sometimes I get. I said it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah,
Why?
right.
Because it takes time for anybody to build up a career, even to apply for a job. From the time you submit resume, from the time you get a call, from the time you join, it is 4, 5, 6 months.
6 months, right?
Right. So
It takes around
so my question to you would be is, if you start applying for jobs in January or February, let's say, right, you will get an answer. And the problem that come after that, let me tell you what is the problem that come if you are not gonna act before that. So I have students who says, I can't find a job, what should I do? I said, go back to school, right? Right. I mean, that is the only thing you can do, because otherwise you have to go back. I mean, that's what it is basically, right?
Yeah.
So the problem is then that happens is, by the time it's March, you can't even apply for schools because the deadline is passed away.
Yeah, you're right. I got that, like, to know now,
Right.
just before some days,
Exactly.
from some seniors.
Yeah.
They
So
wanted to do PhD, but deadline is gone.
now they have to go back. Done. So my question to you would be, and you already know now with one of the senior, and I have known so many students who have done this, and there were someone who were smart enough to be careful, to be honest. And
Okay.
I have spoken to actually 2 or 3 students in January, and I told them, I want you to go tomorrow, Monday, and talk to your advisor, say, I want to do my PhD. And that's what they did, and they were enrolled, and they are going back now, they are fine. So my point here is they prepared for that plan. And everybody is not fortunate enough, because if you're going to go to your advisor, so easy thing will happen that you can join your advisor, same department, same university. That's the easiest thing. You don't have to transfer and all that. Otherwise, you go somewhere else, you have to apply, right? And then they look at your score again, and all that will happen. So just keep that thought in your mind. I'm not saying that go for a PhD, and I'm not recommending that at all. But
It's an option.
keep that in your mind. And again, I'm going to disagree with that. A PhD is not an option. PhD people do because they are interested in doing. Don't do that as an option. You will be in trouble.
Right.
So all I'm saying is, let's say even that thought comes to your mind. You have enough time to think about it. Do I really want to commit for a PhD? You are not in rush.
It's a commitment, big commitment.
It's a very big commitment. And as I said, I have also known many people who have rushed into it, and then in middle of that, they were fatigued, they were worn out, and then the situation is much worse than that.
Right.
So So my answer to your questions, all the questions, to be honest with you, I think the good thing about you, you have time to think.
Correct.
Prepare for plan B. What happens if I cannot find a job? What will I do? Start preparing 6 months, at least 6 months before, because I want you to have as much time as possible to prepare for that, so that you don't have to panic,
Right.
right? And if you think, or maybe PhD is an option, and maybe somewhere in back of mind I would like to do is that also, this is the time to think. Am I enjoying my research? Am I just I That's the reason I ask you, why did you came here? You said, I came here because I was interested in something. I like that, because that tells me that you came here because you were interested in working on something. Study is all that about, right? It's all about that.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
so my point here is, if you feel like, in back of mind, maybe this is the, what they call, opportunity, right? Where they say, this could be an opportunity for some people, and this could be disaster for some people. How would
Yeah,
you
that's the
change
first
that
thing.
opportunity to a disaster to an opportunity? So maybe this is an opportunity.